Good morning and welcome to the fourth day of competition here at the FEI World Championships for young vaulters and juniors and the FEI European Championships for seniors. I'm Joanne Eccles and I will be following the competition with you as we go through the day. And this afternoon we'll see the first of the medals decided and presented. There are 125 medals on offer here between the three championships. And it's the seniors who will earn theirs first in the female, male and squad categories. Before we get into the crowning of champions, we will finally get the pas de deux competitions underway this morning. The seniors will present their routines first, followed by the junior pairs. Closing out the World Championship for today, just before lunch, we'll enjoy the male young vaulter technical tests. There were a couple of outstanding technical tests from the young vaulter females yesterday, with Alice Lear holding on to the first place after round one. Avril Saunders now hot on her heels though, so we have much to look forward to in the male class today. Yesterday, the junior squad from Germany all but walked away with the gold medal. With one final freestyle yet to perform, they have a 0.7 lead, which is absolutely huge. The horses were feeling the tension as the pressure increases in this competition, which was evident throughout the male junior individual freestyle class, but it didn't have too much of an effect on Sam Dos Santos, who retained his lead. And in the junior female class, it was almost all change and a very tense finish as the top 20 were decided. They will all return for the final free test on Saturday, with Oceane Guihan now leading for France after performing a delightfully soft and complex freestyle. It was absolutely amazing to watch that freestyle. And we will begin today with the senior pas de deux free test 1. We've had much anticipation, our pas de deux, for those who haven't competed in any of the individual classes. Of course, in the senior level, the athletes can choose to compete in all classes on offer. That is the individual, the pas de deux and the squad. And at least here, one of our competitors is doing that. Ilona Hanek, she will come in the fourth in the order of go with Lee Laffer for Switzerland. She's competing in all three classes here. Eva Nagler of Austria, who will come in with Romana Hittner second to go. She is competing in 2, so she's in the individual class as well as the pas de deux. And we have 7 pas de deux presenting themselves to the judges this morning. 5 nations, and the order of go was drawn at random in the chef d'équipe meeting. It was a very promising order of go for the German pas de deux. Only one here from Germany at this competition, but they are the last to go today, which many would argue is the best draw to have. 2 from Austria, 2 from Switzerland, then follows Italy, Hungary, and then that German pas de deux. And the current world champions also from Germany, Chiara Collia and Justin van Gerven, having retired, however, at the end of the season last year, which leaves the top open for the taking. And at the last European Championships, which was 2009, it was indeed Chiara and Justin who won that championship. So they will perform a free test, and the senior athletes here have 2 minutes in which to perform their free tests, at the end of which they must be off before the bell in order to not incur a 1-point deduction. The 13 most difficult exercises will be scored by the technique judges. And that will count towards the degree of difficulty. Any other elements performed will be part of the performance score. And of course we have judges on the artistic and of course the horse as well. 25% for the horse, 25% on the artistic, and still 50% of the score will be for the technique. And our first competitors for the day, representing Austria, Hubertus Witzmann and Anna Hladek, both 23 years old. And this is their first start as a pas de deux at a championship. Competing here with Legolas 204 and Sophie Holtzman. And they competed at the CVI in Stadl-Paura this year, finishing in the second place and winning the CVI in Kapuschwar. Their horse Legolas 204, an 11-year-old gelding. They have just 30 seconds to start the round after that trot bell. Very good start there. Smooth first double supporting exercise. Through the freestanding supported jump. Just working into their test some musical interpretation through various leg positions. And now Anna basing for Hubertus. Still very smooth throughout here, not giving away many of the performance deductions, which is super. Just losing the balance there. Anna fortunately catching the lunge line. Fortunately they are all okay and Legolas doesn't seem too disturbed. Just a momentary loss of balance, it seemed, coming to the inside after that cartwheeling spin. Just couldn't hold it back. Both vaulters coming off the horse. 2-point deduction from the technique score for that fall. And just getting back on there to complete their final dismount. Very disappointing finish after what had been a lovely start of a pas de deux routine. had all of the elements and all of the making of a very fine score there. There is so much effort as well involved in a pas de deux. 2 minutes is a lot for two people on one horse, and they were making it look so easy. And when you are watching, what we're looking for is a combination between the double supporting exercises, which we saw a good few of here. We want both vaulters to be supporting one another, as well as performing individual exercises. So if the two perform exercises each individually, the most difficult one will get scored. If there is a dynamic exercise, a moving one, and a static, both will be scored. And that comes together for the degree of difficulty. Those top 13 exercises counting. And once again, much like in the squads, we're looking for a range of levels throughout the routine between the lower level, both individual and basing exercises, and then moving towards the high level, so the standing basing position. Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner now representing Austria with Idefix 25 and Klaus Heidacher. This pair, third place at the World Cup in Omaha. And they won a bronze medal at the European Championship in 2019. Cartwheel over the back there. Very much in sync. Moving into that double supported exercise. Supported exercise, lovely lines through the handstand there. It made it even more clean with the choice of outfits. Great use of one another there. Brilliant job for the girls from Austria, making it all the way through that pas de deux test very cleanly, building up to that higher level double supported exercise at the end, switching up each time as well who was the base, and working incredibly well with the music. So the musical interpretation in this pas de deux class is worth 20% of the artistic score. The variety of the exercises, which are scored much like the individual ones on those structure groups, that is 25%. 25% also for the variety of positions. So watch where the vaulters are on the horse itself. using the neck, the back. We would like to see the inside and outside ground jumps, facing all the directions, moving along and across the horse. And then, of course, there is a 30% of the artistic score for the unity of complexity and composition, and that certainly will have added some for the girls there. Next into the arena for Switzerland, Daria Gallo and Celine Hofstetter, with Saitiri OLD and Sandra Müller. And this is the first championship start as well for this pas de deux from Switzerland.
And we welcome the launcher, Sandra Müller.
And they placed 5th at the CHIO in Aachen this year, 2nd place at the CVI Bern. Sideways back handspring, supported. Working through these individual double combined pieces now. Creating some really nice shapes through their free test. Through the standing supported exercise. And a good cartwheel dismount, outside ground jump to finish for the pas de deux from Switzerland. The great start to their championship here in Flyinge. A little bit of a lower level compared to the Austrian pair we saw previously, marginally lacking the same flow and fluidity we saw from them. However, creating good shapes and using the horse very well. So the score for Hubertus Witzmann and Anna Haladik from Austria in the first round free test, 6.818.
Our next team also for Switzerland, Lee Laffer and Ilona Hanning from Gitano de Moto.
And we have a very nice score coming here for Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner from Austria, 8.515. It's a great start. A nice way to pile the pressure on the next competitors coming in. And the next two to compete also for Switzerland, Lee Laffer and Ilona Hani, with Gitano Desmonods and Alana Sohm. Another Parade making their championship debut. They had the second place at the CHI in Aachen. Won the CVI Bern and CVI in Ermelo. And it was a very good start for Lee Laffer and Ilona Hani. Very nice artistic impression. I think what you could see really evident there was the connection between both the competitors and the horse as well. Completely drawing you in as a viewer. And with a good variety of the exercises, switching those roles very well and combining the individual exercises with the supporting exercises. A nice level of difficulty. This was a very clean and interesting start, creating some beautiful lines. And again, very much working in harmony with the horse. That one of the 5 specific things those judges are looking for: the harmony with the horse, the body control and posture, quality of the movement. And we definitely had some great quality movement here. balance and flexibility. So we want to see a little bit of everything, but also we want them to be executed very well. And each of those static exercises must be held for 3 full canter strides. And the score for Switzerland for Daria Gallo and Celine Hofstetter, 7.937. And once again, a good score for starting out their championship. Austria in the lead with 8.515. Now we go to Italy. Rebecca Greggio and David Zanella, the bronze medalists from the World Championship in hurling last year. They will be competing on Orlando Tancredi and with Claudia Peterson in the center of the circle. And we're just having some communication from the Judge A. And the athletes will not be allowed to compete here in the competition. Judge A has said no. Now, we know they were having some complications with the horse earlier in the week, however.
As we heard, the bell has been rung a second time from the judge, and there is no...
The horse had been checked and was being very closely monitored by the whole team. We have great support teams here at the FEI European Championships and World Championships in Flyinge, and absolutely devastated for the pair from Italy. They've waited all week to come in here and perform. Both were supposed to compete in the individual class as well and did not compete. They didn't start, giving the horse a little bit more rest, however. Judge A has said no, and that is the final decision. We cannot change that, so we will not see Rebecca Greggio and David Zanella this year. We'll look forward to seeing them back again on competition next year. So that's the score there for our first pas de deux of the day, 6.824 for Hubertus Witzmann and Anna Hladek. These scores all provisional at the moment. And Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner, that huge score that we have so far, top score 8.515. And scoring well on the technique scores. Also Judge C for the artistic, very much enjoying that test. 8 judges here, which is great because we have the comparison between the horse judges and the artistic judges. And it gives us a very even average, very much impartial when we have it split over the 8 judges. Okay, we go to Hungary now. For Solja Hantos and Karoli Konstantin Habsburg-Lothringen, with Corazon Gran and Benita Julia Gotze. Solja, 15 years old, but this is her 16th year, if that makes sense. And the senior class for 16 plus. Karoli Konstantin, 18 years old. He is competing in the young vaulter class at the World Championship here. double mount. Very nice. Supported backward somersault sideways. Lots of the dynamic exercises into this freestyle. Another double supported one there now. Constantine just coming off to the outside there, which was certainly an unplanned dismount, although he did disguise it very well at the end. The very first start at a championship for this pas de deux, Orsolja Hantos and Karoli Konstantin Habsburg Lothringen. We'll see a lot more of them, I imagine, in the future. That little fall at the end there, only leading to a 0.6 deduction on the performance score. Not too costly. And we have just one pas de deux to go. Representing Germany, Diana Harvard and Peter Kühne, with DSP Sarah Laulau and Hendrik Falk. Second place at the World Cup in Omaha, and silver medalists at the World Championship in Herning last year. And they also placed second at the Junior European Championship in 2018. So, looking for that gold medal here in Flyinge. And the score to beat remains 8.515. And that is Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner from Austria. Nice piece of movement. Very good. Very, very good start for Germany. Really getting in the complexity through their pas de deux. Just linking those movements and positions so well together. A couple of minimal hesitations. But it was very high. Lots of difficulty. The highest double supporting exercises we've seen with those couple of standing basing pieces. Moving so well. DSP Sir Lau Lau superbly keeping the circle underneath them. Really fluid through the movements for German pas de deux. Okay. So score from Lee Laffer and Ilona Hanig from Switzerland, 7.976. That is the second place so far. However, this will be a very big score for the German pas de deux. They really ticked all the boxes for the artistic judge. So look out for high scores from C and G. Good difficulty and incredibly well performed free test. Not to mention the horse was going very well as well underneath them. Score for Hungary, Orsolia Hantos and Karoli Konstantin Habsburg Lothringen, 7.099. So currently in the lead, Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner for Austria, 8.515. Second place so far for Switzerland, Lee Laffer and Ilona Hanig. And we will just wait a moment, see if we can get that score for you before we take a break. We can get that score for the German pas de deux. Our next class will be more pas de deux, and we'll move to the World Championships for juniors. And that will start at 10 a.m. So we have quite a break after this, once we provide you with the score for the German pas de deux. And it's an 8.468, so they go in just behind the pas de deux from Austria. Great performances from both those pas de deux, and that will make it a very interesting final on Sunday. So completing the rankings there, Eva Nagler and Romana Hintner taking the win today for Austria, 8.515. Diana Harvard and Peter Kunis, second place so far for Germany, 8.468. Very close between those two. A little bit of a gap to third place, Lee Laffer and Ilona Hanig, 7.976, and super close behind them, Dara Gallo and Celine Hofstetter, also 7.937. So we will have a battle on our hands for those medals. So a short break now, Well, we have a little bit of a breather in return for more pas de deux here at 10 a.m.